welcome back to the channel. Today is November the 18th. It is Friday. We're getting rolled into the weekend and we're pre-session here, and I'm going to open up with a topic at hand today, more so geared around my journey as a trader. Yes, you guys have heard the story, a kind of a touch and go, touch and base type, story about my journey when I first started trading to where I'm at kind of today. And of course, there's so much more into detail about the whole story in full. So some things I kind of keep personal to myself, and then some things I like to share with the community. So with that said, everyone's path and to their journey is actually going to be different. Meaning actually how they got started to what led them up to, to understanding or learning how to actually trade the proper way or the correct way. Because it's like I said before, there's so many different things that go into trading, and which help push people forward, and forward progression leads into people or traders becoming great traders. So everyone's journey in their path of what actually started, it all could be created just from a simple idea, someone's sharing some information with you, and you kind of go, grasp it or just hold on to it, and then it just like starts to develop this passion or fuel on the inside that allows you to really start to dig deeper and question yourself, what is this about? Because most things in life, business opportunities come out of a person's passion for something, and it may be something that you never even knew about. And the simple fact is that you just kind of bumped up to it because someone shared something with you or something that you saw, along the way, whatever the case is. But passion comes from the inside. So on the inside, there's that seed that's just waiting to blossom. We all have it. We all have something that we are destined to become or to be great at doing. And for me, it was when I was introduced to trading, I held on to it. I stuck with it and allow it to flourish. It was just, I don't know, it was just something that kind of haunted me in a sense, but it was a good haunting because it was like something I just couldn't give up. And when you're just like, keep pushing and keep pushing and pushing, and it's like little inner voice on the inside of you that just won't allow you to give up, that it's just something you're destined to do. It's just a matter of figuring it out. And sometimes we have to dig deeper beyond the surface to really figure things out. And, everyone learns differently and has a different learning curve. So, but for me, I was introduced to the idea of trading, I said this many times, by a family member. And from there, I just kind of held on to it and slowly started to learning things on my own, started doing a lot of reading and a lot of research online. But I found the key to trading was really, being able to figure out oneself, being able to work on oneself, from those psychological pieces or whatever the case is, being able to say, okay, look, me as a person, what are my flaws that, what you read in books when it talks about those mental or psychological feats that one must conquer. You have to kind of ask yourself, all those different from a psychological aspect, all those different barriers that can stand in the way. Do any of those affect you? So it's a lot when it comes to trading, guys. I mean, the journey was not short-lived. The journey still continues. The journey will always still continue because me as a person, as a trader, and I hope most of everyone out here who's watching this video as traders understands that we only become better. We only become greater human beings for one, but better traders through the means of improvement. I'll never stop learning. You know what I mean? I don't ever want to stop being able to improve because I know the market's always going to continue to evolve. So I always want to be able to improve myself as a trader and become a better trader. And in this video as well, I want to talk about my goals, within the next 5 years, say for instance, my aspirations, things I want to be able to accomplish, things I look forward to accomplishing, things that I will want to do, because it doesn't stop here for me just because I know how to trade and, I found a way that works for me. That's the thing. That's the biggest thing I want to say today. You have to find what works for you and stick with it, okay? Don't start jumping ship from here to here to here to here and trying to pick up, well, okay, what I see a lot of times is people doing this. They find something that works, and then for some reason they want to dabble over here to try something else and think that maybe they can merge the two together. Guys, stick with what works. Whatever's simple, I always say, whatever's simple and works, stick with it. A lot of people, they overcomplicate things in life. But I want to talk about my goals as well, as the journey. And I'm also going to be doing some live trading in this video here. So just kind of sit back, watch the intro here, and we're going to jump right into the rest of the video and into my live trading for this session here. So my journey was an uphill process. It was a battle. It was a struggle. And a lot of traders probably, know what I'm talking about. It didn't happen overnight because I didn't have anybody in my corner that kind of showed me all the ropes 100% and just kind of, said, here, trade this strategy here and take my trading plan and stick with it and be consistent and follow the rules step by step, one by one, whatever the case is. I didn't have that. I had to develop everything on my own. And I recommend, even if someone wants to give you something, I'm not saying you may not be able to mirror or use their strategy, but kind of make things on your own in your own sense, because you want to be able to, excuse me, in the end, make something your own. You want to feel great about creating something that works for you. And like for me, I tweak things, I find things, little bits and pieces of through the just learning and watching content and doing lots of reading, whatever the case is. I kind of just, collectively like a puzzle, put things together and said, okay, let me see if I can find something that works for me on my style of trading because I'm a scalper. And I did that, and it took time. Again, it took me over a little bit over 2 years before I really started becoming consistently profitable, and everybody is a little bit different. I'm not a greedy person, so I didn't have to worry about that component of the psychological piece. But so the journey for me wasn't as, I guess when I say trying to fight myself mentally from a mental standpoint, I didn't really have any really barriers there. Fear is always going to be there, okay, of course. But that was more so for me. It was all about being able to, okay, I need to grasp the concepts of understanding how to read the market. I think a lot of people fail there, being able to, or they think they know how to read the market properly, meaning understand the market structure of what's being shown in front of them, what's going on at any given time in the market, maybe from a historical standpoint, and understanding what the market's trying to do going forward, and being able to read price action. Again, reading price action to me is no different than reading a book. It's just, you're reading it to understand a story or whatever the case is, or a passage or what's going on by means of words. But the chart is kind of the same thing. It's just like, to me, it's even better. It's more like, it's like a picture representation of a beautiful painting that's being painted on a canvas. And it's just a matter of like sitting back, watching it, what it's, trying to paint, or what it's trying to develop, whatever the case is. So I just started looking at things more from a perceptual standpoint of understanding by that means of what's going on, just waiting and looking for, the movements of price and just thinking about it like every little paint stroke on a canvas. I know it could be a little bit crazy to think about it that way, but to me, that's just kind of how I see things. Even when I look at artwork, I know that everyone's perception of what they see on a piece of art could be different, especially when it comes to abstract art. Gosh, I can look at a piece of artwork and I can see so many different things sometimes, and then some people will say, well, look at something, and I know I'm a little bit far-fetched here, look at a piece of artwork and say, well, I see this. That's the beauty and be able to see certain things. It's just like in trading. We don't see all levels. We don't see all zones. Someone points things out to me that I didn't even see, and I said, wow, they are so correct, And, people have asked me to say, can you look at this setup for me and let me know if it's a correct setup or if it appears to be a good setup, And I said, yeah, it's a great setup. I didn't see it, So there was an opportunity there. So, trading is everybody has a different perception of when it comes to actual being able to look at the charts and being able to read things. And that's the beauty about it, okay? That's the beauty about it. And people's different styles of trading, you may not see a level or setup, whatever the case is, and the next person may. So that's just the beauty in trading, That's why I love to do it, because it's so creative. You can be creative at the same time as a trader, because you're just, as you're looking for your setups, as you're looking for those opportunities that you wait upon every single day, we can be creative. It's just like, I don't know, but it's just a great feeling, guys. It's something that you have to learn in time and through means of experience. And as you gain that experience, it's just like it becomes something on the inside that fuels you even more. So that's what kind of kept me going in my journey, on my path to wanting to continue to be a trader. I'll never stop trading. You know, I'll be honest with you. I mean, and no, as long as I'm here and I'm healthy, I will continue to do so. Okay, but my goals are what I want to talk about. Probably say within the next 5 years, because I'm in my 40s, my early 40s, whatever the case is, and I know people don't like to talk about age or whatever the case is, and you know, I try to stay healthy, and I talk about those things that I do, you know, to prep myself prior to each day as a trader. And I know sometimes, guys, I can get a little bit off topic, but I like to not say talk. I like to really like share things with you guys, kind of get on a personal note, more so that you're into about me as a trader and my life in an instance or a stance. But the things I want to do is I want to continue bringing awareness to you guys, to the channel as a content creator, as much as I can and possibly do. You know, I want to be able to help traders or help newcomers or beginner traders out through this means of video content. Guys, I'm not an educator. I'm not a teacher. I don't proclaim to be one. I'm just sharing what I know and sharing the information at hand, hopefully to inspire other people to want to trade. And it may not be the future markets. It could be Forex. You could be wanting to trade options or stocks purely or whatever the case is, hand-picking stocks, whatever the case is. But I just want to be able to inspire people and let them know that trading is possible. It is a business that anyone can definitely be great at or become great at if they just really put their mind to work and do the homework. Understand that there's no such thing as an overnight success. So please, guys, stop trying to find the shortcut, you know, and try to circumvent the system to try to get a quick way and think you can tomorrow because you rush to trying to figure something out to make money, that it's going to happen that way. Everything in life comes with pain and struggle to get you where you were at in life. If there was no such thing as, you know, you gotta think about it like this. Greatness comes from the struggles and pains that we go through. And even as we become successful, we're still going to have the ups and downs daily, okay, as people in general, to continue to, which helps us develop and grow, because through pain and struggle, we learn things, okay? So that's what I want to do, is being able to continue to pump content out as a content creator, okay, to help people, okay, traders. I also am inspired because I believe that, you know, we should be able to give back to communities or give back in some way. So I want to take part in, like, say, charity organizations. When I say this, I mean basically kind of creating charity work opportunities within my community and probably abroad just as well. You know, especially when it comes to giving back to underserved markets. I want to be able to help people who are in need, who just financially don't have what it takes to really help themselves. Maybe they are just in situations, poverty situations or impoverished situations that, you know, they were born into it, or the fact is that they just don't know how to get out of a situation, whatever the case is. And that comes from being educated, being able to have the opportunities afforded to you to move yourself out of a situation, whatever the case is. So I want to be able to, whether it's by means of giving back to community school systems or providing some means to help the youth or people who are just, you know, looking for opportunities of educating themselves in a sense to be able to, what am I trying to say, to progress, to move forward, to get themselves out of situations so they can improve their own livelihood, okay? So, you know, creating charity work organizations or taking part in those things is something that I'm really like interested in doing, inspired to do. So I just think that giving back is just a blessing that we should all try to take part in some way, because I believe as a person, the more you give, the more you get back. You know, you can get it back tenfold, or whatever the case is, even though we shouldn't think about it in that manner as far as from a monetary standpoint or money. You know, I always think that it's just, I see the blessings of being able to give to other people and help other people. I'm not just saying it has to be by means of money, but helping other people in a sense of whatever it is. And that's why I make this video content, because I believe sharing knowledge is wealth, you know? So anyways, moving on. So those two things there, guys, you know, being able to continue creating content for awareness and helping out in the community in some sense of giving back and helping the youth and helping people become more educated about what's out here for them to be able to move forward in life, okay, and obtain the same lifestyles as some people out here, or luxuries in life that most people are able to experience. All right. And I mentioned this a little bit earlier too. So moving on to the third thing, one of my goals is to better improve myself as a trader. And you may ask yourself this question: well, you already, you're making money, or you're good at what you do, whatever the case is. But that doesn't mean that the ball stops. Things just stop for me as far as learning. No, because the markets are always shifting and always changing, always evolving. So that means as me as a trader, I have to be, it's just like playing a game, on a professional level, whatever the case is. You're always going to have that opponent, and you have to know, in this business here, how to work with them in a sense. I know it's kind of a little bit difficult maybe to understand that, because in most situations when you're playing your opponent, either offensive or defensive, whatever the case is, your goal is to win at the end. Yes, it's our goal to win, but in this business here, we are small fish in a big ocean when it comes to become retail traders. So we have to understand that there's big money in the market that drives the market. So we have to be able to play like them, but in the same sense, it's a strategic move like playing chess against your opponent, and we're looking to ride that carpet with them, and they don't even know what we're doing, So it's kind of like secretly behind closed doors, we are making moves. Little do they know that we are moving with them versus against them, so that we can, make money just as well as they do. So for me, it's just about forward progression, becoming a better trader. All right. So let's move on to one of my next goals. These are things that I want to be able to accomplish in the next 5 years, guys. And this is from 10 plus years ago when I first started my journey. I'm still here, thinking about opportunities, thinking about things, even as a trader that I want to be able to accomplish and become great at doing, All right, so let's move on. Now, trading is my livelihood. It's something that I love to do, But one of the biggest things for me is that I want to be able to dabble and start other businesses as well, The wealthy people in this world that we see that are wealthy, you have to understand, they understand finances. They understand that you have to turn money, meaning that means invest money, creating business opportunities, and that's something that I want to do. Yes, trading will always be near and dear to my heart as my baby, because it will be the thing that really started my path in becoming or seeking even better greatness in life. I want to leave a footprint, in this world in some sense or another, whether it's just for my family to be able to say this was his legacy. He built this or built a foundation based upon or surrounding this, and I want to be able to leave it behind. Guys, I want to share this stuff with my own children, my own kids, my own family, whatever the case is, but I'm just as well sharing it with you guys. You guys are my family. You are part of this community that's helping build. And even on Discord, we have a community there. So this platform has allowed me to be able to share information in hopes to be able to inspire traders as well to become successful. And hopefully you guys will get out into the community and do great things just as well. Just don't harbor the information. Share it just as well. Let's see. Another thing that I would love to accomplish, and which I kind of hand in hand is what I just said is trading will always be the cash cow for me, because it is what would have started opening doors for me to be creative enough to start businesses and have other opportunities. I have business ideas and things that I would like to get into and create, and also be able to afford other people the opportunity to have employment in a sense, or to work at a great place. But I don't want to speak specifically on those things because they don't exist yet, and they're still in the works, in the works, just at the early stage of becoming an idea. It being an idea, and ideas are what transform or what start great companies. So my thing right now is just I'm focusing on what I'm doing here, and I have the goals, and that's what's fueling me to continue to just move forward in life. We almost have a plan. You should have a plan set out for your life, whatever the case is. You ever hear the saying, people always asking, what is your goals in the next 5 years? What are some of the things that you're looking to accomplish, or the next 10 years, That's something that I think every person should really think about or have thought about. and have it written down. And for me, I have it written down on paper, of course. And as I complete or accomplish them, I will check them off, right? Okay, and then you put more on the list, right? So, anyways, I just want to share some things with you guys today, and I'm going to now jump over into the trading side of things, my live trading here, to see if I can possibly pick up a few entries here today, make a little profit. Today is Friday, so I probably won't do too much trading today unless the market is like really kicking off and rocking and rolling until I can, take even more entries, whatever the case is. But let's go ahead and take a look here at the market and see what it's doing right now. Now, I mentioned that the market the last several days really the last several weeks, but over the last several sessions here, I've been talking about the market had been pushing to the upside. And you can look back since the mid part of October, we've been making higher highs and higher lows. This is off the 60 range chart and looking at that. And the last few days, just this week here, we broke structure right here to the downside and started made a low here, pulled back lower high and lower low here. So right now I have more so of a I have a short bias because we did break some areas of structure here to the downside and pulling back or retracing back to areas of supply in a sense. And we have this high sitting up here. So now we have a leg, a high, and a low here. So right now the market's in a wedge on the higher time frame chart. So most times when the market's in a wedge like that in a higher time frame chart, even though my bias right now would be short, you can actually counter trend trade. But just understand when you're counter trend trading, so if the market is short or my bias is short, if I'm wanting to go long, understand that those trades could be short lived because you're going against the higher time frame in a sense. All right. So let's take a look. Looks like the market right now is tapping into an area of. Let's move this down so I can. Grab this. It's moving into an area. Let's take a look. Let's see. Supply right here off of the higher time frame, the 60 range, and it's already an area that's been tested in a sense. So, let me see. Yeah, it's been tested. So I'm not saying the price can't reject this area. It can, but you have to be careful here because price. Let's take a look here. Yeah, price can bounce where it's at now and continue pushing up. Now, I'm not saying that it can't push any lower, but right now this is supply, and so be mindful of that on a higher time frame. There is supply. The overall direction is to the downside. So for me, yeah, I mean, if we look at the lower time frame, I scale down, and that same area where prices bounce from is right here. So look what happened here. So price now broke structure to the downside. I started taking out these little levels here to the downside. Broke the first one here, pulled back. That was an opportunity to go short right there, right? Okay. So, and price could actually pull back to, let's see, it can pull back to this area right here, but we got to be careful here too as well because, price as it's moving to the downside, like right here, it pushed down, pull back, push down, pull back. So it's making these short little lower lows and lower highs, swings to the downside. So, we'll see what happens here. I'm going to pause the video here so I can just kind of wait and map things out to kind of see what kind of trade entries I'm going to get into this morning. Okay, I'm taking my first trade here. All right, first contract's filled. Looking for it to push up a little higher here and get filled. Okay, we got filled on the first trade there. All right, I have to be careful because we have resistance right above it. So first little entry there, scalping long. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Price came down. Let's see here. Had a high volume area sitting right here for sure. And had a really small area of demand sitting right here, but it didn't. It was like 2 ticks away from it. So to me as a trader, I'm counting that because it's so close to there. We're talking about 2 ticks. If it was anything probably more than 4 ticks, then I probably wouldn't have counted it. But we're so close to that zone there. Where this high volume area is, and I'm waiting for the projection and went ahead and went long off that entry there. So we'll see what happens here now. Yeah, I'm going to really be cautious here because we have, this leg to the downside right here. It's just making these small little swings, nothing major. It's kind of tight coming down, making these lower lows and lower highs. But again, my bias is more short from a short term standpoint, and price can, pull back and start, test some areas here. We got some small areas of supply sitting above us, but most of them have already been tested. And but that does not mean that price cannot reject from those areas again. So you just have to wait for price to retrace back to them and see what kind of rejection, or if rejection happens. Possible little scalp short right there. Didn't take it. You know, I saw it right below us. We didn't have too much room back down to this area of support sitting right there, so I didn't take that trade. But it was, you know, definitely a, let's see, a short right there that you're taking. Definitely, if you look at the 4 range chart, having, you know, using your 12 and your 4 together, there was supply sitting right here on the 4 range. Wait for the rejection, and yeah, you know, look for that short entry. But I didn't take it, guys, to be honest with you. Okay. Yeah, right now the market's not really doing much. I mean, it's very sluggish, very slow today. We're about, it's 10:20 right now, 10:21, and it's not a lot going on here. So I just kind of stand down until I wait till I see a setup that's actually happening in the market, and nothing interesting to me at this moment. Now this is an area of demand off of the 60 range chart. So of course price can bounce here. This is off the higher time frame, and that's what we're seeing in reflection of on the 12 range right now, the lower time frame. You see price bouncing right here, but that doesn't mean that price can't continue pushing lower, guys. We know that because right above us, even on the higher time frame, we have price. You know, there's an area of supply above us, so it's kind of in between the area of supply and the area of demand there. So be careful. So let's see what happens here. Kind of paying attention to what's going on. Excuse me, here in this area. Yeah, not 100% sure here, so got to be careful here. Got to be very careful right here in this area. Not sure. Price started breaking structure here to the upside. It actually came back down and started breaking right back through structure. So, yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful here. Be very, very careful here. Could be a quick little scalp long here for sure, but I don't like it. I'm gonna scalp it real quick. Look at it moving. Look at it moving real quick. Okay, it's already moved to where I wanted to get out at, so I'm out. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stand down. This area right here was where I was focused on getting here. Just a few ticks here, but yeah, I'm gonna stand down at this point here. That could have been a quick little scalp long. Missed getting into it. Tried to get into it, and just didn't happen. Blow this up here. Yeah, it may come back and test this high up here now. Or bounce right here where it's at now. So yeah, that was a long. I missed it. Definitely missed it. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna wait here. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm short. Short, short, short. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go ahead and try to get this order filled here. First contract filled there. Come on, push down. Trying to get this order filled here. Alright, I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to take out here, guys, and be done with that trade there. Market could bounce in this area, probably might want to try to push back up, so went ahead and took a quick scalp right there. But it may try to come down to around the 60 area. It could. Still got a little room there, but I'm not sure if it's going to kind of reject this area and then kind of push, continue pushing higher. But just short it real quick for a scalp. We'll see what happens here. This is a small area of supply sitting right here. I think it's going to push down a little bit lower, maybe. But we'll see. Got right here, hauled it, kind of teetered around, so I went ahead and got out. So what I was saying was, it potentially looks like price may want to try to push a little lower here. So, but I'm not moving sideways right here. When I see stuff like this teetering around like that, it's just like I kind of go ahead and stand out of the trade, or get out of my trade and not kind of get back into it because it's just moving sideways right now, and it could break higher here. I'm not sure here what the market's trying. I am shorting. Let me cancel that trade because the market can bounce here. No good. I got out of that trade real quick. I'm not sure the market was. It's probably gonna push it down a little lower. Maybe test is low right here, but I went ahead and got out. It's just not enough room for me to really want to engage on a trade like that. So I'm standoffish right now. Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. What is the market trying to accomplish now? It's probably going. Yeah, it's going to push back up to this area here. I think that it is. Late. Yeah. Okay. Way late on that trade there. It's just going to come back to this area up here, guys. Yeah, be careful because it's kind of moving sideways, building volume right here in this area here. Yep, price action kind of sucks today. So I'm going to wait it out. All right, price is coming back down to that demand zone at the 60 range. So, okay, it's moving now. It's breaking now. Okay, it's breaking. Trying to break. Trying to see what price is. That's what trying to do here. Let's see if it breaks above here. I'm not sure. Good. Look at that. Not sure here. It breaks higher, I might enter for a long position here. But I want to be careful. Man, market's just been, for the last hour, it's just moved in this little zone right here. Okay, it's breaking lower now. Yeah, it's breaking lower now, so be careful here. Honestly, it let's see. Yeah, it may bounce here for sure. Wait and see if we get some more rejection. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going long. Oh, I never 3 contracts. Didn't mean to do that. But definitely going long here. Okay. We'll take 2 contracts there. Let's try to get a screenshot on this so we can share it with the team. Okay. Come on, baby. Ah, it's bouncing. Nope, 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 don't do that. I got so much going on my computer right now. My computer's running a little sluggish. Huh. Um. Hmm. Come on. Come on, baby. Push up. This market is driving me crazy today. I'm gonna hold the trade here. Oh, don't do that. Let's see. Hmm. It's a little bit of a scary trade here that I got myself into. I'm looking for price to maybe come up and test this area now. The high off this little swing to the downside here, right here. So hopefully we get a run up there. But it can continue pushing lower here. We're bouncing off of, I mentioned we have demand off of the 60 range chart here. So we'll see what happens. Definitely see what happens. Um, huh. Took on a good amount of heat here. Price didn't close and take out this swing right here. What I consider as a little small area of demand sitting right there. So I'm looking for price to push up higher here now. Come on, baby. Ah, market is just, oh, I don't like price action today. It's not moving quick enough. Get filled in this order here. This is my last trade for today, guys. I want to just call it a day. My gracious. I am not feeling what the market is doing today. Not one bit. Ugh. Where are we at right here? I think I'll drop it down just one tick. Come on, baby. Market is just so sluggish. But I can guarantee we're at the PLC for today. Oh no, we're below it. All right, so hopefully they'll kind of push back in this area, the zone here. And maybe we want to, touch base back at the PLC again today. Come on. Come on, test it. One tick away from it. Look at that. All right, I'm dropping it down. I'm gonna try to get filled here. I know it's gonna test this area. Look at it. It's flirting with it. Hit it. All right, first contract. Okay, first two contracts are filled. I'm gonna go ahead and take out here because I just don't like the way the market is kind of pushing and pulling the way it's doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take out this trade. Cap up and go ahead and take some profit there. I did take a little bit of heat on here, but it didn't break through this area right here, so that was a plus. I think it's going to come up and want to test this area right here, especially if it breaks through this zone right here. So we'll see what happens. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. I see it. Look at it. It's trying to push higher. I'm going to go ahead and close my session out here. Let me see what I actually ended up with today. Tick wise. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I ended up with 55 on the day. I'll show you guys that. Okay, here, 55 ticks on the day. I'm gonna call it a session and call it the rest of the, rest of the week. And I'll see you guys the next trading session next week. Next week is now, we're moving into a holiday week. Volume will probably be a little low. I probably would not be doing much trading next week at all. The closer we get to the holiday times, volume kind of drops, and a lot of people are not trading. So I will personally not be doing a lot of trading next week, especially going into the Thanksgiving holiday. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Yes, if you're interested in joining the Discord, guys, check out our Discord. Find the link down in the description portion of the video below. I will show it to you. This is our Discord community. We have over 600 members on the community now. Right now, we're on the trading floor channel. And this is where we share, our levels of interest, zones, our trade entries. So, traders come together and we talk about, our trade entries pretty much, or the levels we're interested, or supply and demand zones if you're a supply and demand style trader that you're interested or taking trades from. So, but then also we have the general chat section, or the general chat floor, or channel, I should say, to where you can share anything pertaining to the future markets or the markets on that channel there. If you have questions about the future markets or the markets as a whole, you can come on, engage in conversation on the general chat section, and share information. As long as it's positive energy, nothing negative, no profanity, no cursing on the channel, guys. And keep the trading floor open for the trade session and discussion about levels and zones, trade entries, and things like that. The general chat is for general conversation about the markets as a whole, okay? And we'll leave it as that. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend and trade safe if you are trading today, okay? Thank you.